Hearing that she asked him if he wanted to sleep together, he immediately became stunned. However, at this moment his mind was entangled with confusing words, making his face rather dumb. A night together, light together, fight together. Looking at his dumb face, our Empress pouted. You dummy, stop playing dumb. What's so difficult to understand? In saying that, she wrapped her legs around our boy Yeshen, which made him shriek back in embarrassment, as he stuttered. Master, is Yaner not pretty enough? I know, but if Master doesn't want me, I'll keep on hurting until you tell me what's really on your mind. Let's see. Will you finally give in? Mind you, she said such words while gently biting on his ear, causing him to finally be unable to handle it enough. He tried to protest, however it was futile in front of our persistent Empress as she grabbed his mouth. So you declined to answer? Even better. With that, she also grabbed his hand, placing it on her thighs. I'll take your silence as a yes. In saying that, she tried to get things started, which massively overwhelmed our boy Yeshen, as he used his escape technique, bursting into smoke and replacing his body with a puppet. How he escaped, wondered the Empress, and shifting to our boy, who just escaped from the lion's den, could be seen looking rather flustered. Damn it! As a master, how could I have these thoughts towards my own disciples? The mighty Empress was also left flustered by her own actions. Huh? That's why he's running with this kind of strength. He might have hurt me by accident, silly master. That's fine. We've got the entire day ahead of us back to the MC, to drive away the naughty thoughts in his mind. He stood underneath a waterfall, chanting his mantra, may my heart and soul be as one, as my energy flows freely in harmony, no change shall move me. May my heart and soul be as one, as my energy flows freely in harmony, no change shall move. However, just thinking about our Empress again, his banana nearly bursted out of his pants, and to avoid the thought, punched himself. Sigh. No matter how many times I read the heart-calming mantra, it's useless. It seems my training is still lacking. Yaner, weren't you that independent little lady I used to know? You had such a foul mouth, but your heart was at the right place. You'd never fight over anything, and quietly follow behind your senior sisters. Years ago, when our sect was in danger, I slew my foes at the front lines, while you stayed behind without a word to make sure everything's alright back home. You told me all you wanted for our sect is everlasting peace, to remain a family. If we're family, why are you coming on to me? And how should I face you? He thought. Then suddenly a voice from his back spoke out, questioning his words. Are you just playing dumb, master? Or do you really not know? Turns out it was the third disciple Luoluo, emerging from the heavenly scroll. Lu, you can reform yourself, yeah. It's all thanks to Master tucking my soul inside the heavenly book. I've been slowly nurturing my soul, she replied. You still need to pay attention to your energy output. Suddenly materializing like that can be dangerous, then continued. While I fought that Bodhisattva, I sealed a great deal of his cultivation inside this order jade. But since your current being is non-recipient, I was going to slowly transfer this back to you while you recover. You still haven't answered my question, said Luoluo, as she questioned further. Are you truly not aware of how she felt? Or are you avoiding her because you genuinely never felt that way towards her? If not, why not? Look at Luoluo instead, she said playfully, stunned by her words. He tried to confirm more. What do you mean? Was I not clear enough? Since Master doesn't want to sleep with senior sister, how about with me? Although I'm currently a spirit, Luoluo doesn't. No less than senior sister. With that, she struck a pose. What do you think? However, for her words, she got a karate chop on her head for speaking nonsense. Then I shouted, are you pranking me again? Don't think that I can't do anything to you because you're a spirit. Messing with me? Is teasing Master fun? After getting chopped in some silence, she spoke out. It's obvious now, Master. You only view me as a child. An adult isn't moved by a child's words, so they wouldn't be troubled, right? That means you already view senior sister as a woman. Hearing her speculations, he suddenly became very embarrassed, mumbling incoherent words. Am I impossible? He protested. Yaner is your senior sister and also my dearest disciple, so, asked Lu, what does the love between a man and a woman have to do with identity? Or could it be senior sister isn't your type, Master? Would you prefer someone smaller? Nonsense. What does size have to do with this? However, as he turned towards Lu, it seemed she had already retreated inside the heavenly scroll, and later we know why, as our demon Empress was before our boy Yeshen. Picking up the heavenly scroll, she then called for him. Master, who are you talking to, even hiding in this secret place? I finally found you. Still nervous around her, he shyly grabbed the scroll, thanking her, while also lamenting about how he was caught. Because I suddenly thought of something, he replied. However, suddenly the Empress grabbed his hand, preventing him from escaping again. What could possibly be this urgent? I think I heard something about size. As he was nervous, he began his rambling. Yes, right? According to my observations, size is directly proportional to the amount of inner dan qi a person has, thus affecting the speed of breaking through a realm. This is the latest cultivation study Master did. In summary, the larger the size, the greater the cultivation. Oh no. What the heck am I talking about? Haha, such nonsense will definitely be judged. It's hard to get out of this situation, and now Yaner will definitely, however unexpectedly. Yaner chuckled. PFFT. Haha, what nonsense. Master is thinking about random things again. So according to that theory, doesn't it mean that the spiritual practice of men won't be able to catch up to that of women? Hearing those words, as if his heart softened, melting in her warm embrace, and since he was distracted, our demon Empress tried to call out for him. Master, what are you thinking about, Pa? Nothing, I just suddenly thought that in this world, only you would laugh at my fantastical ideas. His shy expression while saying that also caught the Empress off guard, making her blush. Cough. Yaner, regarding what you said about that, however, before he could finish his words, as always, the Empress prevented him from speaking. Master has been out for so long, you must be tired, right? How about you rest for a while first? Okay, he replied, then thought, she is still as considerate as ever. It turns out I was overthinking. However, he was not, as in the next second, he was kneeling inside a bathhouse, only donning his little towel, and his mischievous disciple, teasing as ever, called out to him to join in. Master, what's wrong? Are you not coming? Ma did, then finally lost it, thinking, this makes sense. As if it makes any ducking sense. You told me to rest. I thought I was going to eat or sleep, but it turns out, before he could finish the thought, he was interrupted. What's wrong? I remember Master cares about being clean, so why won't you come into the bath? Then continued, the spring water in this bath is called Jade Dew, and it's the #1 nourishing sacred spring in the mainland. Not only can it eliminate fatigue, but also strengthen muscles and bones. On top of that, it can improve cultivation. Master has been out and also broke through the realm in a short period of time, so Yaner thought that this would be the time to replenish your chi, or maybe, I am wrong, she asked coquettishly. No, this is exactly what Master needs. Yaner is careful and considerate of me. I'm extremely happy. It's just a man and a woman. You only needed to bring me here. As for the rest, I could. However, before he could finish, the Empress smiled and pulled him into the bath water, embracing him tightly. Master, I am your disciple. Why do we need to care about age or gender? Also, when Yaner was hurt, Master took care of me much more carefully. Furthermore, just soaking in the jade dew isn't enough. I want you to recuperate so you get twice as strong. It's better to exchange internal chi and replenish your energy in the bath. Don't be stubborn, Master, this time. Just follow my lead and allow me to serve you, all right? And no need, you don't need to. He tried to resist. However, suddenly Alu appeared from the scroll, cheerful as ever. As he was still trying to resist, Luluo pushed him from the back towards the Empress, creating an awkward scene. As his hand landed upon our Empress' soft pillow, embarrassed, she called out to him, Master, you're hurting me. Hey, Yaner, sorry, I don't like pain. I know. Turns out their little encounter was being witnessed by the general and Xiao Qiao, who were super embarrassed at this moment. With their faces turning bright red, unable to handle it anymore, the general tried to shout out to break up the steamy encounter, but Xiao Qiao acted quickly by gagging her mouth. General, what are you doing? Have you never heard of the old saying, it's better to demolish a temple than a couple? Not buying it, the general shouted. This is a different matter. They're doing these things before marriage. What about Her Highness' reputation? Where's this coming from? Miss Overprotective. Now who's the one talking about other people's affairs like you just heard? He is a gentle master. Don't worry. Please keep it down. Humph. Speaking of which, thank you for inviting me to come and purify myself in the bath, General. How else would I be able to see this domestic scene? What do you think? However, turning towards the general, she had this sad look on her face, making Qiao think back to the general's words, when she said that the Empress was the one who wants him. That's right, Her Highness is probably an important person to her. The general must feel uncomfortable that she saw such a private scene. After a knowing smile, she spoke out, but you're right, General, if it were anyone else, then this would be fine. But this is Her Highness. Her Highness is famous across the world. She cannot be caught wearing braids and having her arms pinned behind her back. General, move over here a little. Let's find the perfect opportunity, appear suddenly, and interrupt them. Looking at the Empress' seductive face, she also tried to yell out, no, making the general also gag her mouth. You can't. SHH. Weren't you the one who told me to keep it down? Why are you making noise now? Wait, where's the pure love? How could they actually be doing it? And in a bath too. What if it's unclean and they get an infection? This is the important part. Xiao Qiao then continued, there's nothing more important than this. You don't know this, General, but I used to be more than just a fortune teller. I was also half a doctor. Over the years, there have been women who fell ill due to their carelessness. Those ages ranged from 28 to 30. Besides, he has an extremely young holy body known for strength as powerful as a huge brick. If not careful, Her Highness will be injured. And if they have some particular kinks. However, her dirty thoughts were interrupted by the general. Don't think about those things. But Xiao Qiao still continued, grabbing her hand. Therefore, as fellow women, we understand the difficulties of a female. Not only should we protect Her Highness' reputation, but more importantly, her health. We must stop accidents from happening. You're right, confirmed the general. Then How? After some watching and thinking, they both looked at each other, nodding their heads for confirmation. Next second they both dived through the window, attempting to halt their actions. Please slow down, spare her, they shouted. However, as soon as they entered there was no one before them, making them surprise. Where are they? From the side it seemed the duo was hiding from the intruders. With an invisibility spell. Annoyed, the Empress retorted. TSK. It's hard to get away with this. I didn't think of setting up a barrier when bathing privately. Thankfully I activated my invisibility spell in time. Now we can continue peacefully, right, Master? However, the master she thought she was talking to had already substituted his body with a puppet again. Again? That was close, Ma Did thought while running away. The scene then shifts to the Wu sect outer city, which was crowded and busy as ever, noisy and loud. While walking down the street with Li's soul following suit. Wow, candied haws. I wonder if there's a kind master who can buy me a bunch of candied haws for me. You're even struggling to form a body. How can you eat a candied haw? Oh. Don't I have a master who loves me the most? Even if I'm exhausted physically and mentally, he will never forget the heavenly book, and make people unable to see me. That's the only reason Luoluo can come out and wander around. I care for you, but don't you sympathize for Master at all? In the bath, if you hadn't pushed me, if I didn't lend a hand, who knows when Master would touch senior sister? Sigh. Kids shouldn't meddle in adult affairs, that's it, she asked. You were in seclusion for hundreds of years. Both senior sister and Luoluo are no longer children. You and senior sister are obviously in love. Where's the shame in letting others see, deliberately hiding here in the sex courtyard? I really don't understand. Senior sister won't eat you or anything, it was only the word love and you. However, while still talking she had not realized that Yeshen had stopped due to some reason, making her almost go through her boy. Master, are you even listening to me? Witnessing the reason why he had stopped. In front of them were two familiar faces we saw at the beginning, and upon seeing Yeshen the pink-haired Bai Xiao shout to our boy for help. Senior, I beg you, please help my senior sister. Upon seeing them he also remembered the duo, who he first met upon exiting his seclusion. Flower Group by Xiaohua and Flower Group by Kinger. That's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe and join our membership for more content. Until next time.